at staples.com/price match.
We're the Good Neighbor Network, FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, audio and video streaming at WGNSradio.com. This is the Roundtable. A look at the news, views, politics, and people that are shaping Rutherford County.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Johnny B. back with you with my new sidekick, Brian Barrett. You've replaced Avett Lane. You know,
This was not in my contract.
You've heard of the term addendum, right?
Yes, I felt like one all week.
Brian was just telling me, folks, it's great to be with you. My buddy Avett's under the weather. Y'all lift him up in your prayers. He sounded really bad this morning when he called me and said he wasn't going to be able to make it. But Brian just showed me this incredible footage of the security camera on Floyd Stadium, which was able to pick up in video this tornado which touched down, albeit briefly, right over there near there on the MTSU campus, but it touched down enough to pick up a trailer and take it about 150 yards or so.
Yeah, at Evergreen Cemetery, there were several really big trees uprooted. Some markers were knocked down, lots of big trees on Oakland's Mansion's campus. It was about almost 3.5 miles the path of the tornado.
It didn't damage the mansion, did it?
No, it was about 300 feet or several yards away from where it passed in front of the mansion itself.
And there was no tornado warning of any kind.
No.
That's crazy, isn't it?
These things can spin up, and I think that since we have so many tornado warnings, something that's lost in all of that is any severe thunderstorm warning can have a tornado risk.
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
I think we expect there to be a tornado warning sometimes.
Yeah. The irony of this to me is that what I like to do late at night is sit down on my couch and watch an old movie, and I'm constantly doing that. And I watched again that movie Twister. I know you remember that.
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
And the whole purpose was, as he explained to his fiance at the time, which, and then he got back with Jodie Foster, But anyway, he explained that what they're trying to do is develop data so they can give a much earlier tornado warning than they were able to at the time. But apparently that technology, maybe that was all fiction. I don't know.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of fiction to it. Twisters just came out.
Yeah, I know. My daughter-in-law says she's dying to see that.
Well, you should go. I've seen it. It's good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Does Jodie Foster make an appearance in it?
She does not.
Oh, don't know.
Yeah. I was very disappointed. I went in thinking that she would too.
That would have been a good chance for at least a cameo or something.
Those two movies are in the same. They live in the same space, but really have nothing to do with each other.
Oh.
But the production value, of course, is better from 20 whatever years ago and such.
Although,
but
as I was telling one of my kids, I forget after I was watching it, I was impressed. I was reminded of how impressed I thought the special effects were, even in that movie back then. It was pretty doggone good.
It was,
and it looked pretty real.
But it doesn't happen that way.
No,
just in the movies.
In the movies, and like so. Well, Brian, Wednesday was July 31st.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to culturize you now. Okay.
I need it.
Desperately. But anyway, a significant, tragic event occurred in music history, particularly country music history, on July 1st, 1964. Incredible event that, again, changed country music in a lot of ways. Art gave impetus to some changes already being made, but it was a tragedy that occurred that day. Do you have any idea, July 31st, 1964, of what famous country music artists may have perished that day?
Oh, I bet it's the person who you just asked me to print this song of. Let's see.
Yep, you're right.
David Allan Coe?
No. Jim
Just
Reeves.
kidding. Jim Reeves.
Jim Reeves. James Travis Reeves.
Yeah.
It was on.
Was it a plane crash, right?
He was flying his own airplane, flying back from Arkansas after going over there with his business partner and manager, and also the pianist in his backing group, a guy named Dean Manuel. They had flown over and made a real estate deal, and he was flying back in his Beechcraft Debonair, and he wasn't instrument rated. Ironically, got his ticket to fly from the same instructor who gave Randy Hughes his ticket to fly, the man who crashed the Patsy Cline airplane. And despite the air traffic controller advising him to make a right turn to avoid the storm, Jim Reeves made a left turn because he could see Franklin Pike below him. This was out in the Brentwood area, and he was going to try to follow Franklin Pike back to the airport. But when he went right into that storm 1 minute later, the plane was crashed. But it took 2 days. At that time, this was all heavily wooded out there in this area near Brentwood. It took 2 full days to find the crash. And
I bet it's a residential area now.
oh, yeah, I'm sure it's just not anything like then. But even my hero, Marty Robbins, was one of the people out searching, and a lot of folks really found him. But God rest his soul. He started out, believe it or not, as trying to pursue professional baseball. He was a minor league player for 3 years with the St. Louis Cardinals until he was a right-handed pitcher and tore his sciatic nerve in a game, which ruined his baseball career. So then he went to work in radio as a DJ and singing in between songs, eventually the Louisiana Hayride, and then RCA Victor. And the interesting thing about Jim Reeves to me is that I consider him the father, or at least the originator, pioneer, whatever you want to call it, of what we all know as the Nashville Sound, where he finally, with Chet Atkins' guidance at RCA, got to sing like he, quote, always wanted to. He lowered his register. He quit doing that high, loud Texas swing stuff, and he got his mouth, and he would record with his mouth almost on the microphone. And
Wow.
and the key record that, and then strings were added and backing vocals like the Anita Kerr singles, and that whole old, almost rockabilly country morphed into this smooth Nashville sound. And Jim Reeves, I think, is the man that started it. And so we're going to try to play tribute to him today, because this past Wednesday was the anniversary of his death, and we're commemorating that. And God bless him. And we'll do as many of these Jim Reeves tunes as we can get in here. And I don't know if you'll be able to print that one I sent you, but
It is on the printer now, so I'm going to go grab it.
Don't even know if I'll get to it, but I don't know why. That's a song I like to sing. I'll tell you why. You would have got a kick out of this. You ought to try to find this video. The song's called Home. And do you remember a guy named T. Tommy Cotrier? He was
Gangster?
sounds like it.
Yeah.
He actually lived on the same street I grew up on, and had a son, Richard Cotrier, who went to the same high school and was a football star and was my hero. But T. Tommy was with WSM and had his own TV shows with Grand Ole Opry stars
I
coming
have
on.
heard of his name now, yeah.
And Jim Reeves always called him T. And there's a video out there on YouTube of him doing a performance on T's show. And T asked him to do one more song, and he says, be glad to. And he asked him to step out of the way because he can bring his bass player up who starts this song. And this always struck me. He said, T, I want to do this song that you can just sing the fire out of. That's what Jim Reeves said. I just thought it was such an interesting thing to say. And that's that song I've asked you to print home. But we're going to start out with one that shows his old style. But it was number one in 1954. Yeah, written by Pee Wee King. And we'll start out with the song Bimbo. Cute little song. Oh, it worked. Thank you. Bimbo, bimbo, where you gonna go, be-o? Bimbo, bimbo, what you gonna do, be-o? Bimbo, bimbo, does your mama know that you're going down the road to see your little girlie-o? Bimbo is a little boy, he's got a million friends, and every time he passes by, they all invite him in. He'll clap his hands, sing and dance, and talk his baby talk. With a hole in his pants and his foot sticking out, he's just one big doo-wop. Bimbo, bimbo, where you gonna go, oh? Bimbo, bimbo, what you gonna do, oh? Bimbo, bimbo, does your mama know that you're going down the road to see your little girlie, oh? Bimbo's got two big blue eyes that light up like the stars. The way to light them up is to buy him candy bars. Cracker Jacks and bubble gum will start his day off right. All the girlies follow him, just begging for a bite. Bimbo, bimbo, candy on your face, yo. Bimbo, bimbo, chewing on your gummy, yo. Bimbo, bimbo, when you gonna grow? Everybody loves your little baby, Bimbio. You'll never catch him sitting still, he's just the roving kind. Although he's just a little boy, he's got a grown-up mind. He's always got a shaggy dog a-pulling at his clothes, and everybody calls to him as down the street he goes. Bimbo, bimbo, where you gonna go, yo? Bimbo, bimbo, what you gonna do, yo? Bimbo, bimbo, does your mama know that you're going down the road to see your little girlie, oh? Bimbo, 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 bimbo. There you have it. Jim Reeves, second number one. I've forgotten what the first one was, folks, but it was right after that. And this is a number 4 song from 1955, and it's still kind of the old Jim Reeves style, the style he wanted to move away from, but was convinced by, record companies and others he needed to do these kind of songs. But it is a great song, and he actually wrote the words and music to this song all by himself, Jim Reeves, and it's called Yonder Comes a Sucker. And we'll try to see if this might bring back a memory to one or two folks. Railroad, steamboat, river and canal, yonder comes a sucker and he's got my gal, and she's gone, 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 and she's gone, 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 and I'll bid her my last farewell. I fell in love with a pretty little thing. I thought that wedding bells would ring. She was as sweet as she could be, till I found out what she did to me. Railroad, steamboat, river and canal, yonder comes a sucker and he's got my gal, and she's gone, 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 she's gone, 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 and I'll bid her my last farewell. I asked her mother to let her go. She whispered, Mother, please tell him no. Though he may think that I am true, there are plenty more who'll think that too. Railroad, steamboat, river and canal, yonder comes a sucker and he's got my gal, and she's gone, 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 she's gone, 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 and I'll bid her my last farewell. Now I don't cry my life away, some other sucker will have to pay. And when he finds that she is gone, I guess I'll hear him sing this song. Railroad, steamboat, river and canal, yonder comes a sucker and he's got my gal, and she's gone, 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 and she's gone, 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 and I'll bid her my last farewell. 1955, number 4 country hit by Jim Reeves. He was 40 years old, folks, when he perished in the plane crash, and with people of that caliber of artistry and dying at that age, I always say this pretty much the same thing. Oh, the songs we don't have. Think about it. Now, this song in 57, this started, in my opinion, solely my opinion, the Jim Reeves transition from the kind of songs you just heard to these country balladeer, Gentleman Jim, as he was called, Nashville sound songs. And it culminated in the next song, Four Walls, which we'll talk about in just a sec. But this is a 1957 number 3. Ronnie Millsap later covered this in 1981 and had a number 1 country hit. But I love Jim Reeves' version. He was married once and once only to his wife, who became his widow, of course, Mary Reeves, and I got to meet and talk to her several times because I grew up in Inglewood, a part of East Nashville, Inglewood, and out there, right at where Briley Parkway intersects Gallatin Road, there was an old mansion that she had purchased and converted to the Jim Reeves Museum. Had his touring bus there, all of his memorabilia, and it's no longer there. It didn't really make it that many years, but as a young man, very young man, I got to go there and meet her and talk to her, and she was hugely responsible for his posthumous success. He had a incredibly successful posthumous career we'll talk about. But let's do Am I Losing You? Am I losing you? Are my tears coming true? How I wish I knew. Am I losing you? Is your love really true? Is there somebody new? Tell me what to do. Am I losing you? Am I too blind to see what's been happening to me? Every road has a bend. Will I be sweetheart or friend? Will the sweet things you do be for somebody new? Tell me what to do. Am I losing you? Am I too blind to see what's been happening to me? Every road has a bend. Will I be sweetheart or friend? Will the sweet things you do be for somebody new? Tell me what to do. Am I losing you? Tell me what to do. Am I losing you? Wow, what a mellow, incredible voice he had. And so in 1957, this is a song Chet Atkins had to go to bat for Jim Reeves on with the RCA executives, because this is where he wanted to make that full transition to the new sound he always wanted to do. But Four Walls, 1957, number 1. And this has that lower register, him singing so close to the mic, the Anita Kerr singers and the violins, and at first RCA was not going to approve it, and Chet Atkins came to the rescue, produced the record, and made those RCA executives eat crow big time, I'm telling you. out where the bright lights are glowing, you're drawn like a moth to a flame. You laugh while the wine's overflowing, while I sit and whisper your name. 4 walls to hear me, 4 walls to see, 4 walls too near me, they're closing in on me. Sometimes I ask why I'm waiting, but my walls have nothing to say. I'm made for love, not for hating. So here, where you left me, I'll stay. 4 walls to hear me, 4 walls to see, 4 walls too near me, they're closing in on me. One night with you is like heaven, and so while I'm walking the floor, I listen for steps in the hallway and wait for your knock on my door. 4 walls to hear me, 4 walls to see, 4 walls too near me, they're closing in on me. Incredible song by Jim Reeves, James Travis Reeves. He was known by Travis as he grew up, the youngest of 8 children. Grew up in a town called Galloway in Texas, and actually went to the University of Texas on a baseball scholarship. But for some reason he didn't pursue it, dropped out, and went to work. But at the same time, playing minor league baseball, and then later signed with the St. Louis Cardinals, we mentioned, as a right-handed pitcher, and played for 3 years until he tore his arm up. And then I would speculate that he later considered that quite fortuitous and a blessing that happened, because it propelled him into the music field and incredible immortal history, really. So let's do a number 1 from 58, but we're going to take a break first because Brian Barrett is coming in and he looks happy, so I'm not going to even hesitate. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Chip Walters with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. You might know me as the voice of the Blue Raiders, but I want to be your trusted advisor in real estate. Whether you're buying or selling, it's time to choose Chip. Do you have a growing family and need to upsize? Are you an empty nester now and need to downsize? Are you thinking of selling your current home but just worried you can't find something else? Well, it's time to choose Chip. I'm looking to be your trusted advisor in real estate. I'm Chip Walters with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates.
As a leader in environmental services, sustainability is deeply integrated into our business model. At Middle Point Landfill, we are environmentalists at heart. We use a cutting-edge technology in combination with our deep experience in recycling and waste services to protect our environment and our neighbors. That's our job, and that's our promise. This is Mike Klassen with Middle Point Landfill. We invite you to learn more about us at middlepointlandfill.com. For public services, we are sustainability in action.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney, and the truth is I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-939-1331. That's 800-939-1331. 800-939-1331.
Helen Alexander, what do you enjoy most about Adams Place?
Well, I like it because I'm well taken care of and I'm not afraid at night. And I live by myself 18 years after my husband died, so I feel safe here. I am very blessed to be here at Adams Place, very blessed.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111. Adams Place.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by the law offices of John Day and AmeriCare Pest Control.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
Let's check those WGNS Good Neighbor events. The Legacy Gathering for the Women's Club of Murfreesboro is going to be at Oakland's Mansion this year. It's not at the Women's Club because they're totally renovating that historic building. But they do need your support to cover the cost of renovations. So make it a point to be at Oakland's Mansion on Saturday, August 10th, from 5 until 8 in the evening. And the proceeds preserve history. You can bike with the Ranger at the Stones River National Battlefield on the first Saturday of each month through November. It's free, but you need to make an appointment. Contact the Stones River National Battlefield. There's a nighttime run coming up on Friday night, August 16th. It's Laverne's Howl at the Moon 5K. Call the Laverne City Hall for details. Don't throw away old glory. Bring your tattered American flag to WGNS and let the girls from BSA Troop 2019 at Trinity United Methodist Church retire it with dignity. Plus, we also recycle Bibles. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
Rutherford weather.
We'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms at times this afternoon. A blend of clouds and sunshine develops, a high in the mid-90s. Tonight, slight chance for storms, a low near 70. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on News Radio at WGNS.
Currently, it's 82.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric, who offers energy-saving tips during the hot summer months. Change your HVAC filter once a month for more efficient operation. For more tips, go to mte.com/myenergyplan.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
And we're back, folks. Thank you so much. Johnny B here with you. Just without my sidekick, Avon, but keep him in your thoughts and prayers. He sounded, I don't know where my dad came up with this phrase, but maybe you've heard it in your life, but I've heard it. And then I was at Walmart the other day getting a prescription, and the lady filling my prescription, Brian, she said something that, one of those old colloquialisms, what was it? And I knew it immediately, and we laughed. And I said, have you ever heard the one my dad used to tell me, you look like death on a cracker? And she goes, yeah. I said, what does that mean?
I've heard death on a stick, too.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Avett sounded like death on a cracker this morning is what I'm going to say when he called me. He was, boy.
You say looked like or sounded like?
Well, I'm sure he looked like, but all I could do was listen.
Oh, okay.
So he also sounded like it.
Okay.
Now, when he called me last night, I'm sure he looked like death on a cracker, but he didn't sound like death on a cracker. When he was advising me, he might be coming down with something. But today, he actually also sounded like death on a cracker. So,
well,
God bless him.
We hope it's a saltine.
Yes.
Get over it quick.
Yes. So, we're going to go up to 1958 when Jim Reeves recorded the first of at least 2 Roger Miller compositions, and I had a number 1 on this in 1958, a song called Billy Bayo. Back about 1800 and some, a Louisiana couple had a red-headed son. No name suited him, Jim, Jack, or Joe. They just called him Billy Bayo. Billy, Billy Bayo, watch where you go. If you're walking on quicksand, walk slow. Billy, Billy Bayo, watch what you say. A pretty girl will get you one of these days. Billy was a boy kinda big for his size, red hair and freckles and big blue eyes. 13 years from the day he was born, Billy fought the battle of the Little Big Horn. Oh, Billy, Billy Bayo, watch where you go. If you're walking on quicksand, walk slow. Billy, Billy Bayo, watch what you say. A pretty girl will get you one of these days. One sad day, Billy cried, ho, ho, I can lick the feathers off a Geronimo. He started off, the chief got mad. This nearly ended our Louisiana lad. Billy, Billy Bayo, watch where you go. If you're walking on quicksand, walk slow. Billy, Billy Bayo, watch what you say. A pretty girl will get you one of these days. One day in 1878, a pretty girl walked through Bill's front gate. He didn't know whether to stand there or run. He wound up married 'cause he did neither one. Billy, Billy Bayo, watch where you go. If you're walking on quicksand, walk slow. Billy, Billy Bayo, watch what you say. A pretty girl will get you one of these days. A pretty girl will get you one of these days. A pretty girl got you one of those days. Really cool song, Roger Miller. You can hear Roger Miller in that tune. And we'll see if we have time to get to this other one, which I was mentioning earlier. Jim, I've seen this video many times of Jim Reeves on the T. Tommy Couture TV show. And I just love watching this because he brings his bass player after he tells T, as he called him. This is a song you can just sing the fire out of. He brings up his bass player who starts this nice bass run. And Jim is doing this cool clapping or snapping of his fingers and clapping of his hands. Really impressive. So this song cemented him, I think, as an international star, not only a country music star, but a pop star and an international star. And really brought the Nashville sound to its, really, I think, not culmination, but just brought it where it was there to stay. And the interesting thing about the song is that it was not even released as the A-side of the single. Now, a lot of you folks remember the old 45s, the A-side, which the singer and the songwriter probably, and the manager and agent and the producers of the record all thought was the song that had a chance to make it big. But it's not that unusual in music history for the B-side, for the A-side to flop and the B-side to rise to the top. And this one did in a huge, huge way. The song He'll Have to Go, 1960. number 1 on the country charts, number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 pop charts. Huge international hit, especially in the UK, Ireland, and Norway, and South Africa, where Jim Reeves was hugely popular. And you can go on YouTube and find him participating in a concert, performing in a concert in Norway. And really, really a cool old video. But let's do this incredible, incomparable song by Jim Reeves. He'll Have to Go. Nita Kerr singers, backing vocals, strings. Jim Reeves low register up close to the mic. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend that we're together all alone. I'll tell the man to turn the jukebox way down low. And you can tell your friend there with you, he'll have to go. Whisper to me, tell me, do you love me true? Or is he holding you the way I do? Though love is blind, make up your mind, I've got to know. Should I hang up, or will you tell him he'll have to go? You can't say the words I want to hear when you're with another man. Do you want me? Answer yes or no. Darling, I will understand. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend that we're together all alone. I'll tell the man to turn the jukebox way down low. And you can tell your friend there with you, he'll have to go. You can't say the words I want to hear when you're with another man. Do you want me? Answer yes or no. Darling, I will understand. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend that we're together all alone. I'll tell the man to turn the jukebox way down low. And you can tell your friend there with you, he'll have to go. Yes, you can tell your friend there with you, he'll have to go. Wow. I guess you have to call it a signature song. This wasn't a huge hit, but it was a hit. Number 4 in 1961. And I've always loved this song. And you might think it's a strange time of year to sing about a blizzard, but I think it's a perfect time. Because these 90s make me kind of like to imagine a blizzard. Whoops, turned my tuner off instead of on. It was already on. I have to do a little. There we go. Sorry, folks. But I tune because I care. When you put the capo on or take it off, you've got to check your tuning. See, that one's off. Now it's fixed. The Blizzard, 1961, number 4. There's a blizzard coming on. How I'm wishing I was home from my pony's lame, and he can hardly stand. Listen to that norther sigh. If we don't get home, we'll die. But it's only 7 miles to Mary Ann's. It's only 7 miles to Mary Ann's. You can bet we're on her mind, for it's nearly supper time. And I'll bet there's hot biscuits in the pan. Lord, my hands feel like they're froze, and there's a numbness in my toes. But it's only 5 more miles to Mary Ann's. It's only 5 more miles to Mary Ann's. The wind's howling, and it seems mighty like a woman's scream. And we best be moving faster if we can. Then just think about that barn with the hay so soft and warm. For it's only 3 more miles to Mary Ann's. It's only 3 more miles to Mary Ann's. Then get up, you ornery cuss, or you'll be the death of us. I'm so weary, but I'll help you if I can. All right, Dan, perhaps it's best if we stop a while and rest. For it's still 100 miles to Mary Ann's. Oh, it's still 100 yards. Forget that, 100 yards to Mary Ann. Sorry about that, not miles, 100 yards. Like that night, the storm was gone, and they found him there at dawn. He'd have made it, but he just couldn't leave old Dan. Yes, they found him there on the plains, his hands frozen to the reins. He was just 100 yards from Mary Ann's. Oh, he was just 100 yards from Mary Ann's. Yep, I just love that tune. Not sure who wrote that. I need to research that. And moving forward, 1962, number 2 hit. But love the way Jim Reeves sings this song. I love the way Jim Reeves sang every song he ever sung. One I'll recommend to you folks, we're not going to do today, is Scarlet Ribbons, because it's kind of been adopted as a Christmas song. And I can sing about a blizzard, but I didn't want to sing a Christmas song in August. I know that has to be annoying. I'm just playing an acoustic guitar. It's not an electric where I can turn the volume off. I'm quite certain this will bring back some memories. 1962, number 2. Adios, amigo. Adios, my friend. The road we have traveled has come to an end. When two love the same love, one love has to lose, and it's you that she longs for. It's you she will choose. Adios, compadre. What must be, must be. Remember to name one muchacho for me. I ride to the Rio where my life I will spend. Adios, amigo. Adios, my friend. Adios, compadre. Let us shed no tears. May all your mañanas bring joy through the years. Away from these memories, my life I must spend. Adios, amigo. Adios, my friend. Adios, amigo. Adios, my friend. And we'll be right back, folks. God bless you.
Broken bricks, falling fences, damaged doors, Gorilla Glue. Of course. It's incredibly strong and 100% waterproof and bonds, well, virtually everything. While you're at it, look for Gorilla Tape, a heavy-duty double-thick duct tape, and Gorilla Super Glue, great for all your quick fixes and repairs. There's also Gorilla Epoxy, Gorilla Wood Glue, Gorilla Construction Adhesive, of course. You get it. If you can break it, Gorilla can fix it. For the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
When the unexpected happens, fire, water, or storm damage, Farrah Construction can help. Farrah Construction is also there to help when a car slams through the wall, and that seems to happen more often these days. I'm Ron Hall. Let our family at Farrah Construction help you. Call Farrah Construction and we'll board up, put down tarps, secure your home or business until the insurance coverage is approved. I'm Ron Hall. Shop local. Let our family business help you. Farrah Construction Company.
Everywhere you go in this area, you see beautiful brick mailboxes from LaGreen's Masonry. Visit their website and see their variety. LaGreensMasonry.com. A family business you can trust. LaGreen's Masonry.
At Bud's Tire Pros, we sell all major brands of tires, and we invite you to stop by today for that next set of tires. Or maybe you need us to check out your vehicle before you head out of town. We offer everything from brakes to batteries, alignments, and more. No appointments necessary, just stop on by.
I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
You know the value of a good neighbor, someone you can trust, someone who looks out for you. And when it comes to Medicare, it's good to have someone on your side. That's where Senior Financial Group comes in. We're Tennesseans, just like you, and we've partnered with United Healthcare, a trusted name in health insurance. Together, we'll guide you through your Medicare options. We will compare plans, answer your questions, and ensure you get the most of your Medicare benefits with United Healthcare. Don't navigate Medicare alone. Call Senior Financial Group at 800-690-0251 or visit sfgmedicare.com for a free plan review today.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
And we're back. Thank you, folks. Brian was just telling me a bizarre story I will not dare to repeat, too, because I couldn't bear to talk about it, and he's got to do it later on a show. So,
yeah.
And I can't. And I admire your courage to talk about that. I really do.
It's going to be presented as tastefully as possible.
And when exactly again?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I have to work up the courage. It may be, it'll be one day next week.
Well, let me text me or something. I probably do want to listen to that.
I may send you a clip
Okay.
then.
1963. Jim Reeves, number 2, another number 2, but covered by many folks, but no one like Jim Reeves, in my humble opinion. Writers are Ray Winkler and John Hathcock. Were. Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, still happen now and then. Step into my heart. Leave your cares behind. Welcome to my world, built with you in mind. Knock and the door will open. Seek and you will find. Ask and you will be given the key to this world of mine. I'll be waiting here with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Oh, knock and the door will open. Seek and you will find. Ask and you will be given the key to this world of mine. I'll be waiting here with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Yes, I'll be waiting here with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Forgot what key I was playing in there at the very end, folks. Sorry. Welcome to my world. That's where it's supposed to be. This song's incredible. We've got to get to one other song, which he recorded this in 1964. And he actually obviously recorded it, but this was actually released before his death. And but I want to move over because he had a number 5 hit in the UK, and it was number 1 in Norway for 13 straight weeks. But he had, I think, 7 posthumous number 1s, and this was his 4th one. I want to skip over the song. I might come back to the song I Love You Because, incredible song by Leon Payne, the blind balladeer. But he perished on July 31st, 1964, and he had recorded, at the request of that incredible Hall of Fame songwriter Cindy Walker, a demo for her personal use. She loved Jim Reeves' voice so much, she wrote a song entitled Distant Drums, and it was merely recorded as a demo, put on the shelf, but she had her own copy. And then in 1966, at the urging of his widow, Jim's widow, Mary Reeves, and Chet Atkins, being persuaded that, as he wasn't when he first recorded the demo, it could ever be a number 1 hit, to remix this whole song and improve it, add backing instruments and backing vocals, and it was released in 1966, not only number 1 in the U.S. country charts, but it hit number 1 in the UK and it beat out 2 Beatles songs, each of which only made it to number 2 because this song was at number 1 in the UK so long. Those Beatles songs were Yellow Submarine and Eleanor Rigby. And the song, Distant Drums. This may be our closeout tune. We'll see. Incredible. His 4th posthumous song, number 1. I hear the sound of distant drums far away, far away, and if they call for me to come, then I must go, and you must stay. So marry, marry me, let's not wait. Let's share all the time we can before it's too late. Love me now, for now is all the time there may be. If you love me, marry, marry, marry me. I hear the sound of bugles blow far away, far away, and if they call, then I must go across the sea, so wild and gray. So marry, marry me, let's not wait for the distant drums might change our wedding date. And love me now, for now is all the time there may be. If you love me, marry, marry, marry me. Oh, if you love me, marry, marry, marry me. And there you have it, folks. Thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. And thanks to our sponsors. And thank you, Brian. Lord willing, we'll see you next week. God bless you. In the meantime,